Hey, peace to the gods. This is Akeem from Hindsight Radio. This is a short video on how to set up a DBA to capture ownership of your straw man. Thanks for watching. All right, we're going to talk about setting up a DBA. How many people have got their DBA set up?
Not I.
This is Tyrone. I got mine
Huh?
set up.
Whoever got their screen on, the camera on, turn it off. Thanks.
I got a bunch of
Uh,
DBAs, but I don't have one for the original jurisdiction or the original domicile in the county of birth.
oh, okay. I think it's good to have it, but at this point, it's it doesn't really matter because some people
I
just
don't
can't
have
do it.
one.
Well, that's good to know because I've
Yeah,
been stressing about that one.
no, it's nothing to stress about. It's it's good to have it because you gotta remember Jonah did that stuff a long time ago. But long as you got it recorded somewhere down at the county, should be sufficient. Um, I
Okay,
have, yeah,
in the state of Florida, that's the doing business as, right? The
yeah,
DBA.
DBA. I
All
can't
right.
tell you how Florida does it because I never did that. That's Carl. He's done DBAs there. He lives in
Yeah,
Florida.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the DBA. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
You
not
have to
taking
do it.
questions right now. Hold
Okay,
on. We'll talk about that after
This
I
video
talk about
is
what I need to talk
authorized by
okay.
Hindsight Radio.
about.
Go to
All right, this
AkeemL.com
is the
to
one. This
see
is
what's
North
good.
Carolina's process, which I found to be the easiest.
Yep.
This is County's, uh, Wake County's form for doing a DBA right here, and and you pick the one that says certificate of assumed name for sole proprietorship, partnership, or limited partnership. That's the one you want. You don't want the one for LLCs. Actually, I'll go back to um, the page before this. They have different ones. One for limited liability company or corporate certificate of assumed name. You want this one here. Then a link could come up telling you it's going to cost $26. And all you do is fill this out, the name under which the business is going to be conducted. So you would put here, um, like say if it's me, I put in all caps there, and then I put my address here, whatever the address is going to be. Then I sign right here, but I sign last name, comma, first name, lowercase. Don't worry about the seal. Some companies have a seal. Well, actually, you don't sign this yet. You take it to the notary and sign it in front of him, right? And they're gonna ask you for the name. Uh, when they ask you for the name and address of the owners, you put like this, like that, and then put the address. So that's me. That name doing business is that name. That's how you fill that out.
Oh
Take it
yeah,
to a notary.
yeah.
He signs. He fills out this bottom part. You have it notarized, and then you can just mail it in at this address. Wake County is really good. Downtown Raleigh. You take it into their office, $26. They'll do it for you right there on the spot. And all they're gonna do is give you this form back with a yellow piece of paper attached to it. So, and that's it. It's that simple with South Carolina. It's the simplest. I mean, North Carolina. It's the simplest DBA I've seen yet that I've dealt with. I did mine in New York. That was a little more complicated, and it cost me more. It cost me $150 to do the DBA in New York because of I did mine like Jonah taught. Uh, Take ownership of it. Use the address of the county. I did it like that. Not everybody can do that because they're not letting them do it. So I'm showing you guys an easy and efficient way to do it in North Carolina.
So in part two, Hakeem, what address would you use? Where you sleep, or the county, or
I
some county?
use my UPS store address. I use a virtual address.
Okay.
I don't use where I sleep. No, never do that. Nope. So, all right. And you can do that for any business because I got Hindsight DBA this way. I have a couple of other businesses DBA this way. So
Let me say something. They kind of changed up. You used to could get lines of credit on a DBA, but they since 2012 they stopped allowing that. I used to could do a DBA and get lines of credit as corporate credit. They don't do that no more.
you have to get an EIN number for it.
Yes,
get
sir.
Corporate credit.
Yes, sir.
That's the only way you're gonna have to do it. You can't do it with a regular DBA. You have to go and get a EIN number and get a DUNS number. Then you can go and get the corporate credit. And how you get around that is if you're using a CPN, you give them the CPN number as a guarantor. Yeah. So yeah, corporate credit, they're not gonna they give you credit. You just got to do it.
You barking at that?
Whereas if it's an LLC or corp, they don't ask for a guarantor. Yeah. All right. Oh, somebody was saying something at the beginning. What was it you were saying?
In the state of Florida, we go online and I did mine online at Sunbiz. Carl, did you do it that way?
No,
Yes,
I did all of them online.
Isn't that like a third party that does it for
That's
you?
the Secretary of State. Yeah, no, it's the Secretary of State's website.
I did the 15. Go ahead, Carl.
Did you do the advertisement ahead of that?
Not ahead of it.
Did you advertise?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to advertise at least once before you submit your application for registration of the DBA.
Oh, they do it different there. Here, you just make sure that the name isn't taken, then you just
Right.
register.
That's what you have to do before you do that.
Yeah. You just make sure no one has it.
That's how
So
that's how
whoever,
it
if
shows
somebody
on
got my name in the state of North Carolina, well, in Wake County, they're not going to get the DBA there. Because once you take and put it on the record, no one else can use that name.
Okay. Hakeem.
Yes.
I just yesterday I mailed a letter out to the clerk, the head clerk, because I've been searching and I've called down. No one had any information, so I just wrote the head clerk and requested that he give me the information on how to file it.
Right. Oh, what state are you in? What state are you in?
Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't tell you how to do it in Tennessee?
No.
Online? Okay.
No.
Usually it's called a certificate of assumed name or fictitious name.
Fictitious name. I've searched all of that out, and they've alluded to putting an ad in the paper, and I was getting ready to have it put on the county record because I did do that. I said, no, let me just write him and find out exactly and request a response from him as to how to set that up.
Right.
You might want to check with the Register of Deeds. The clerk, the clerk don't do that. It's the Register of Deeds.
Oh, okay.
Right. It's the Register of Deeds. Find out from the Register of Deeds.
Okay.
Because this is where you're sending this. If you look at the bottom of this form, it says Wake County Register of Deeds right there at the bottom.
You know, I I had planned to send it to that individual. Then I did a little more research and decided to send it to the clerk, but I'll go ahead and send it to the deeds too also and see
That's
what
who,
response.
All right.
that's who's gonna record it.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna have it put on public record, what the information I did have, but I just decided to go ahead and just check further on it.
Excuse me, King.
All right, y'all, go ahead and conversate amongst yourselves. Give me 5 minutes. I gotta take another call. But if y'all ask yourselves some questions, I'll be right back. All right.
Carl?
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody? Quick question.
You said-
Anybody do their DBA in New York yet? Successfully?
Akeem just mentioned that, and he said he did it, but it was very difficult.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did mine in New York as well and got it through.
Yeah. I've tried it 3 times and I ain't got no success yet.
What are they telling you?
Initially I did it exactly the way Jonah did,
Okay.
and they're saying that
They can't find the name?
pretty much, yeah. Or
Yeah.
I gotta go down to the county. I did I registered a business or something in the county.
Yeah, I did the same thing, man. I got the same response back too. I did it out of Bronx County.
You might want to talk to Shaka. The Shaka said he just did it and he got it through.
Yeah, well, Shaka needs to give us the game because it's been like 3 people and they keep saying all types of shit that they can't find it and stuff, man. They won't let it go through. So that's what's up.
So they're saying that they can't find the name?
That's what I got. You know how you say it's a religious corporation?
Right.
Yeah, the religious name. They're saying that they can't find the name, but that's bullshit. So I want to see how Shaka do it. You know what I mean? Because I don't have any other way that I know how to do it.
Well, I actually did mine the exact same way. I did it through a religious corporation. And
Yeah.
and what I did was the first address I put 125 Worth Street. And I actually put 125 Worth Street for the second address as well.
All I did was the county address where the birth certificate was, which mine was in the Bronx, so I put the Bronx hospital, the county, which is the Grand Concourse, and religious court. Put the owner, put the name of put the name on it. Send everything in just how they said. Paid the 125. No love.
Well,
Yes,
the first
I do
address
mine.
you might need to put 125 Worth Street because I think that's the vital statistics, and that's where all
of New York.
All of New York City gets the birth certificate sent to, and that's where they produce the birth certificate from.
All right.
The second address you can put Bronx County.
Okay. Word. All right, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, because on mine I did the address. I did the courthouse on Suffern Boulevard, and then the second address is my address here in Baltimore.
And it went through.
Nah, they wasn't having it. They were saying that I had to go down to the county, get a copy of the document that organization or something like that.
Yeah, the thing is this: being that all of the birth certificates originate, like every hospital in the city,
right?
No matter what borough you in,
right?
When the mother fills out the birth certificate form, it goes there. So that is the principal address. So the first address on top always has to be where the birth certificate was created at.
Okay, so that's not New York City's vital statistics.
Right, that's 125 Worth Street.
All right.
And then the second address can always be.
Huh?
Would that be the same in any state then?
No. Because each state is different, but because I mean, like even here, the form that Akeem pulled up is a lot different because um I don't think they ask where that principal business was originated from, well, like the principal address. They only have on that document, from what I saw briefly, the address where that um address is doing business from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in New York, everything is sophistically um challenged, so people can it's like they always put hurdles at every little turn. And
Some odd ass
I
reasons,
did a
dog.
conference call on Sunday where I went into the Department of State's instructions,
Mhm.
read each instruction, and then showed people what I did according to those instructions, paragraph for paragraph. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
that's one of the things that I noticed,
Yeah.
because I told a brother that's doing his in Poughkeepsie, he's
Mhm.
doing his from Poughkeepsie, and he was born in the city. But
Mhm.
again, his birth certificate was created at the Department of Health, Vital Statistics.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's always
Yeah.
a little tricky, being that the New York City is one city, but it's set up in 5 boroughs, five
Right,
separate
right.
counties within that one.
Exactly.
They got the
Real.
5 counties within within the city.
So
Right,
all of them go into one spot in the county. So if you're born in this hospital over here, we're gonna all send it to that one spot. Is what you're
right.
saying.
And
So
then
now,
that
did,
birth certificate
I
will be
was
sent
born in the
and
Bronx, and I did mine at uh I set mine up at the address of the county of the Bronx,
so
Bronx
you
Yeah,
County.
see,
put
they
you
wouldn't let me do that, Keem.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't let you do that. It let me do it
I
because
tried
I
mine
had no
three
problem.
times, and
so
every time
Akeem,
back.
you put Bronx County on both addresses that you had set up on
No, no,
yours?
no.
No, I put Bronx County for where it was doing business at, and then I put my address for where I wanted the information sent to.
And that's the same way I did it.
Mm.
Oh,
And they kicked it back all 3 times.
but did you do it? Did you ever see a template of the New York how to do it?
Yeah,
Because it's a specific way.
I did it exactly the same way the template had it set up. But the only thing is, I used my Queens. I used the Queens courthouse for the place of doing business, and then I had the care
Was
of
you born
address
in
here in
Queens?
Maryland.
You were born in Queens?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was
But
born
you
in
said the
Queens, so
courthouse was that? Is that the county? Was that the county address?
yeah, the county address is what 8811 Suffolk Boulevard.
Oh, I don't
So
know
that
because
I
I
had,
use Bronx County something on Grand Concourse. I think it was on Grand
that,
Concourse or something.
yeah, that's the Bronx, Grand Concourse. Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't kick it back. They did mine. You got to remember, I'm 47 years old, so I don't know if it has to do with them changing up where they're recording birth certificates at. Because at one point, all the hospitals were keeping their own records. The counties were
Mhm.
keeping their own records. It's like Shaka said. So after a certain time, they probably was putting all of the records in one central location. So
Mhm.
that's why he says you got Liberty Street address.
See, yeah, because
So
the
you,
only
So
one thing that I would gather is, if you didn't use like the vital statistics address, you could have also used the hospital address
yeah, you can use the hospital address too.
for the principal address, and then use the
Yeah.
county for the where you're doing business at, wherever you're residing. You put that in the second address box.
so it worked for you doing it from the county or from the main spot where all of them at, or you did it in the county where you were, Did that work for you?
It worked for me because I was born in Manhattan.
I
So
Yeah, I was down in the Bronx.
I used Worth Street in both addresses because it was
Okay,
bought there, and I know it's doing business from out of that spot as well.
word.
I mean, it was
Right.
created there, and it's doing business out of that same location.
True, 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 true.
Does,
I'm a
does,
rep.
does the principal place of business change if you got a case in another county?
No.
No,
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
Kim,
I got a question.
Kim, I got a question.
go ahead.
Yeah.
This Tyrone.
Yeah, I hear you. What's up?
Okay, look, check this out. We talking about accord and satisfaction, and I was just drilling down on some different things.
Mhm.
Especially for the car. You know, I heard a Dep's testimony. Hold on for a second. I heard a Dep's testimony about him getting the bread from hold on for a second. Let me shut this off. What is going on? I heard a Dep's testimony about him getting bread from the attorneys. But what I didn't hear is him saying that he kept the car.
No, they have repoed his car and he sued them in court. And then they settled it.
Right. So my idea
Yeah,
is this,
he never got the
just
car,
like
Hey,
with,
car back.
Josh,
right. My
let me
idea
say
is this.
this.
When you do the accord and satisfaction,
Mm-hmm.
when you start off, after you get your tags, because we're doing 3 cars right now. So after you get your tags, you immediately go and put do your injunctions and put your tags and that VIN number inside the injunction, because what a dep said,
That's what you're supposed to do in the first place.
well, people ain't doing it. What a dep said, what he did, he called the sheriff, and the sheriff told him, right, if he would have put that tag and that VIN number inside the injunction, they would have never repoed the car,
Right.
because the tow truck driver has a contract with the sheriff, and the
Right.
sheriff has to release him to go get that car. So I'm just,
Right.
that's what we came up with, trying to, find out different ways to do it while people still trying to figure this whole thing out.
Right. You're right. Yeah, they put it in your put your stuff. That's what you're supposed to do. Just on GP, just do it anyway. Yeah, but I don't think a def had even did the injunction.
No, he
I'm
didn't.
not sure if he. So, and he took like $3,000. I don't know how much the car was worth, but I'd have pushed. They always come with a low ball offer to
Well,
start with.
he took the $3,000, and then they also put on his credit report that it was paid off and it was perfect credit, so he can go do it again. But I'm just saying, for the membership and for us talking about strategizing, put that joker in the injunction off the top after you get your hard tag.
Yeah. Well, you put the VIN number in, so the VIN number will follow the tag. Whatever tag you have, you get new tags. If you have that VIN number in there, that's going to attach to that tag automatically.
Correct, because
Right, but the tow truck driver may not be looking at the VIN number at first. He's looking at the tag first, and so is the police officer.
When they got technology, what they do is they sweep neighborhoods, right? And they find a car that might need to be repoed, and it pulls up all the information. They got to make sure the VIN number is correct, because they got to make sure that they're not taking the wrong car. So they have to match up that VIN number. Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
So if
when
you've
they're
already
giving
done the
that report to
injunction,
pick up the car, they're getting only the VIN number. They don't know what the tags are.
Well, we put both of them in there just to make sure.
Yeah. They get the VIN number, and then the VIN number is linked to the tags. once you go register the car. But they only have that VIN number, and they have some type of system. They have like a regular car that rides around scanning plates, and then that car notifies the tow truck driver where the cars are, and then they come and snatch it.
Wow.
So that's what they do.
Well, if you've
They
already
got
done the
similar technology
injunction,
like
I got a question, Akeem, about the DBA.
yeah.
I'm in Michigan. I did mine. I did uh, my name, the owner's name in lowercase letters. Do a business as the LEGIS. That's
Hmm.
good, ain't it though, right? You
That's
still
good, but you should have had it all capped
okay?
backwards, as because remember, it's a business.
Right.
So
I should redo it over.
it's everything's a fiction. Yeah.
So I should redo it over.
So basically, what I'm saying is the creditor side owns the debtor side. When I
Right.
put it in all caps that way,
Okay.
that's why you put it in all caps, first name last. I mean
So
last name first.
I should redo it over.
You can. If it ain't gonna cost you too much, I would do it over. The problem you're gonna have is you've already registered that name, so I'll just leave it alone for now. You did the DBA.
Right.
Yeah. So long as you did the DBA, but that's the way you should have it.
Okay.
All cap, last name, comma, first name, owning the first. You think about it when you doing a case. That's how you would address them in the court. You put your spiritual name, right?
Right.
First lien holder, beneficial owner of, last name, comma, first name, all caps, doing business as first name last.
So I can't use that as I can't put that in court cases how it is.
You can put it in a court case how it is. You get away with
Okay.
it. But we're telling you the correct way to do it is all caps
Okay. Okay.
that way. Yeah.
Hakeem,
Yeah.
I have a question about the DVA.
Yeah.
I want to know online too, where it states that you should put your last name, comma, last name, comma, first name, and then your address. If you're living in one state and you said not to use your permanent address, the address that you live at, could you
Mm-hmm.
use an address that's out of the state that you're living in, or would it have to be in the same
Use any
state?
address. When you setting up this, you can use it no matter where the address. It could be in another country. You can give them that address.
Okay, so if I give them another, okay, will they be sending any type of mail or anything to that address,
No,
or
that's just for you. That's just for record keeping. It's the
oh,
register is a deed. You're just doing
okay,
record keeping. Yeah, that's
okay,
all it is.
all right, thank you. That's what I need to know.
Kim, I got a
All
question
right.
for you.
Anybody else?
Kim, can you hear me? I got a question for you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, this is Bennett around Minnesota. My question is when we do the DBA up here in Minnesota, you can upload PDFs. You think that it would be effective throwing that
You can
injunction
do it
in there?
whatever the way they accept it. If that's how they do it there, you can do it that way.
Okay, all right.
Everything's
Thanks.
different. So you follow the rules for the state. Like some people, like they just said, they could register theirs online. They could do everything online. In Wake County, you can't do it online. You have to fill it out, have it, because you have to have it notarized. And they're gonna want an original copy. So if you do it online, you know what I'm saying? You can't do it
that's
online. You
not what
have
he
to
asked
get an
though,
original
Akeem.
copy to them. Huh?
He was asking about the injunction. Could he put the injunction in that way?
Online?
That's what he asked.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought he was talking about the DBA. That's what he said. No, you cannot do no injunction online. No.
No. What I was
That's
asking is online in Minnesota when you do the DBA, along with your DBA, they allow you to upload other files in support of whatever document you're doing. So I'm asking, you
your
think it would be
injunction doesn't
effective?
support that. Your injunction doesn't support that DBA. They won't even know what that is. No, you just
Okay.
send only thing you send with that is what's pertinent to getting that DBA done. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That's it. All right. Peace to the gods. See y'all next
All right,
week.
peace. All right, peace.
All right.
Peace, peace.